they say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense takes the field and we'll get a look at them first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful.
There he goes! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll run it from the gun. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease he gets to the 39?
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll try it over the left side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Nevada needs to convert on third and short to keep the drive alive. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the move, it's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defense. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release on the RPO. Defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. Back down he goes at the 18.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem and the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll test the right side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Purdy. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Aller. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With jet sweep pass. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On the ground, it's Singleton. He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Sticks it in his belly. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Scanning the field, it's Purdy. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Aller. Rushes on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room, it's Turner. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Purdy. Makes the catch. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
To the air, it's Purdy. Oh, they're after him. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
A run for the quarterback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback running on the draw. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
This Nevada offense really has it going. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Turner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give out of the gun. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Wolfpack with a really good time to take a shot on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Purdy. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Nevada will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The RPO, it's complete.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Punt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Purdy. Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Gonna run it. It's Turner. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. And whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Dropping back, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Picks up. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Hudson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Aller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Nevada just needs a few inches here on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back to throw, it's Purdy. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. And the quick shuffle pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Leaves it with the back. Across the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And the field goal unit is on the field.
On the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Purdy. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Picks up. Brings up. Second down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand where I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reynolds. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here on third down for this offense. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Back to pass, it's Purdy. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They want to run this quarterback.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Purdy. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Nevada will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Second down coming up.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Flips it out on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Allen.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just there.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for a man. It's Purdy. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll run it to the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his man. It's Hudson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
To grab it off the bounce. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And everything is going right. I mean, off a deflection, you've already scored a bunch of points, you got the lead. Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
You just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays, and we've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception, just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.